I have official permission to go 1 minute over my 5 minutes. That will allow me to be gracious, which my grandmother would appreciate. Thank you, NEWIEE. Thank you for every single person who turned out tonight. I'm overwhelmed by the recognition. I had frankly never heard of NEWIEE. I did not expect an award. It showed up as an email in my office one day. I thought it was a joke. I listen because I'm not very smart. I'm also passionate about music. I knew I had something in common with Commissioner LaFleur. My first love, mini bongo drums. As a kid, I spent hours pondering, was I more John, Paul, George, or Ringo? The bongos sort of doomed me to Ringo. Then along came Karen Carpenter, a girl who played drums. Wow. With chopsticks in hand, I would match Karen Carpenter note for note on Yesterday Once More. Shooby-doo, lang-lang. Karen, my early hero, she backed me up in thinking girls could be drummers too. I was a college freshman here in Boston the day Karen died. It was so hard to take in. She was only 32. Decades later, I learned how badly Karen had wanted to stay behind her drums. She had not wanted to front Carpenter's as a lead singer. But ticket sales said she should. Karen singing and swaying in a dress is what drew the crowds, not her passionate drumming. So middle-aged me grieved for her again, the years having taught me to see how Karen had suffered from making herself over into someone she did not want to be. She succumbed to anorexia and died when her heart failed her. She had so wanted to be a drummer who sang, not someone who sang to the beat of someone else's drum. If only someone had reached Karen with what I tell young women now: insist. Insist on being yourself. Last December, the federal government shut down over a budget impasse. Speaker Nancy Pelosi informed the president that the House would not receive him for the State of the Union address until government reopened. Why did this move me so? Because Speaker Pelosi had illuminated the power of insistent leadership. She wasn't just snapping her fingers at an unruly child. She wasn't just a stickler for protocol. She was leading by insisting on order and clarity at a moment of national chaos. In that vein, Hillary Clinton braved the heart of coal country in West Virginia to give a masterclass in insistent leadership. She told the truth: coal is dead. She did not apologize for our need to transition to clean energy. Hillary insisted on the clarity of truth as a predicate for moving forward. Yes, she lost all of West Virginia's electoral college votes. Insistent leadership risks that others may not follow, at least not immediately. I could barely breathe during her concession speech in 2016. With a fixed smile, she insisted on the imperatives of the moment: civility, acceptance, and conviction that fighting for what is right is always worth it. She didn't say it, but I saw it, how she insisted that her personal devastation not tell on her as she encouraged little girls to believe in their value and to aim high. "This loss hurts," Hillary said simply. "I'm sorry that we did not win the election for the values we share and the vision we hold for our country." Not a crack in her voice. Never before had a U.S. presidential candidate said sorry when conceding the election. Research says women fall back on saying "I'm sorry" to seem softer or less threatening. Aggressive characteristics have been shown to stunt women's careers. If you ask me, I'm sorry is the single most powerful thing Hillary said that day. She insisted on acknowledging the agony in the room. I reject the proposition that successful women must know when and how to seem soft and not threatening. Enough with the endless seeming. Just be you. Be a drummer. Insist on what you know to be true, to be right, especially when the world around you feels wrong. And for goodness sake, say you're sorry when you feel sorry. And so here I go, stunting my career. I insist on saying this. I'm sorry for the state of the environment, and I'm sorry we are so slow to become more responsible about energy. Many folks in this room give me hope that this will change, and soon. But here's an inconvenient truth that I insist upon acknowledging. Hope in this room is not enough. Coal miners in West Virginia need hope too. We need a broader consensus to get where we need to go with energy and the environment. Looking back on my journey, I see how I've insisted on being myself and speaking my truth. With me tonight is my spouse of 32 years, Kelly Burke. We met here in Boston. It's been her journey too. In honoring me, you honor Kelly as well. Her love is the truth I live. And yes, to tell you the truth, I voted for Hillary in 2016. Thank you.